Hello all, I'm doing this short video how I did connect this Motorola GM300 to the MMDVM for DMR use. This is Oscar Hotel 1 Echo, my call sign is, and I'm doing this for testing purposes and for getting know more of the DMR techniques and other things. So this is my DMR modem. It's MMDVM. This modem is from Oscar November 4K Juliet Victor. I have ordered it from let's see the place, XPS Telecom. It comes in this bag. It has 1 million pieces, not 1 million, but all is surface mounted components. You can do it with pin sets and good soldering iron, and you need also a flux for it. Remember just to clean the flux out, because you're gonna have a problem if you don't clean it. So this is the schematic here, and this is the simplest one. It has only 1 amp opt amp. This is only one. It's that there. Let me take this plastic thing. These here. Most of the modems has 2 of these, but this model has only 1, and it works very fine with only 1. I don't know why the others has 2. I think it's better signal, but yeah. Anyways, this is the port to tune the TX signal, and this is the port for tuning RX signal, and this is for RSSI for the signal strength. And this is my modification. I can talk it right now. Why I have 2 4.7 picofarad there. There is a reason for it. The audio is a lot better when you have those connected to input of the Arduino. I did find out it when I was measuring with the oscilloscope. Every time when I put the probe there, the signal was always better. So the probe has some capacitance. It's a very old one, so I don't even start to think why it has. It just has, and I fix those by putting those there. And now if I put the probe there, the signal will not come in, and now it's work how it's supposed to work. As computer, I don't have a Raspberry Pi. I have this chip computer. It's a very tiny one. It's like this. It's named chip, and it's called a $9 computer. $9 computer. It's a very old model. It's a first model. It is 1 year old, more than 1 year. It has only 1 core running at 800 and 900 megahertz or so. In idle mode, it will go like 400 megahertz or so. It is almost all time at idle mode, so MMDVM not take much power from it. Actually, only what takes power from it, it's MMDVM, the web application, and that is rarely needed because I use console for it. So this is the modem, and this is the radio. Let's shoot on the flash, and this is the schematic. So we going to see how I did connect these things. So first of all, I'm going to type Google GM300 repeater. You will get this page, repeater builder. You will find a lot info of this radio here, and the schematics is also available here. And you're going to need this where you have the connector pin outs here. I do have this 16 channel model. My friend has programmed few frequencies there. It's a 2 meter version. The radio is 2 meter. What I have hooked up here on this connector, I have hooked up the ground and the PTT and discriminator audio. Like you see here, we have these pins. This pin is pin number 11. It's discriminator audio output pin 11. So it will go with this one. It's a ground wire, and that is connected to the pin 7, and they are connected to the MMDVM X side. And this one is not in use. It's a TX flat audio. I will come to that later. And the final wire, it's number 3. It's the PTT button, microphone PTT number 3, pin out number 3, microphone PTT number 3, and you will see here number 3 is there. So that's for the jumpers. This is back of the radio, and here is the jumpers. I have jumpers positioned like this. We don't need transmitting jumpers. We don't need to touch them because we are not routing the audio through there. There is not enough voltage. If we are doing that, there will be a problem if you put here. That's the fact from this modem. So if you just want to take a look for the jumpers, I'm just shooting a video from it. You can take a very close look if you want to position them same like me, and that's it. There is 2 of them and there is 3 of them. Nothing special with them. I'm going to put the cover back and flip the radio now. Okay, here is the back side of the radio, and you will find here the audio. Let's take a look what I have done here. I have talking with this Spanish guy. He had a very good YouTube video about this, and he had this modified for getting a louder audio. Okay, here is the video of the Spanish guy. The Spanish guy is CA6 Juliet Alpha uniform. We talked on MMDVM group, Yahoo groups. And he has done on his modification this. He has only used this board. He don't have the other side. Actually, it's not needed when you are doing this. Here is what he has done. He has jumpered this out, and he has changed this to 1 kilo ohm. And these leads need to be cut to prevent the signal coming from the amps of the other side. Where you connect the audio on this connector, it will go other side through the amps, and that will it's not good. So we are connecting directly to VCO mode and reference mode. Like you see here, VCO mode and reference mode. We are supplying here the audio, and here is the service manual, and here is it's the last page of the service manual. Here is the same thing. You will need to find these components what he has changed. So R303 and R163, and these components are here. Here is another one here. This is the reference modulation trim pot. You're gonna just short this out, and this 1 kilo ohm resistor I have done a bit different. I have put 1.2 kilo ohms in parallel to this original 12 kilo ohms, so it will lower it enough for to get it working. So you can try here other values here if you want. So you just need to get more into the ground when you're tuning this. It's not rocket science. You just pull down more, and if you put other values here, you just need to tune this very differently. It's not so important what value you put there. You need just get it more to the ground, nothing else. And this pot here is for tuning VCO modulation. And how do I tune this? Let's connect the communication tester to get the spectrum analyzer. So let's wait to that to load up, and we'll hook up the wire and see. I'm going to show it. We need to open the calibration program by running a MMDVM call, and after that we go to DMR mode. And on this time we need to check all wires are connected okay, because the radio has no power at this moment. I will turn up the power like this, and now it has power. I will tune this radio to the same frequency. To here it has transmit, and let's wait till the meter loads. It takes some while. Okay, the meter is now loaded. I'm gonna press spacebar, and you will hear the tune coming from there. It's okay. We are going to set it a bit down, and here is the waveform what we're expecting coming from. So next I have tuned this to the 80% of the modulation TX level. I mean, let's put it to the 80. I press capital T with shift, and there is 80, and it is mistuned, it seems, somehow a bit. So what I have done here, first of all, this one is almost full maximum audio out, and this one is full as well. It will not work if you put this to the minimum or something like that. It must be full. And this you're gonna tune to the edge where you can get the audio that. So I'm just going to rotate this, and you will see there, it's very sensitive. You can like tune this full and one round away or 2 rounds, and then tune this to the almost sweet spot, and then fine tune by this, or you can use software to fine tuning that, but it's only up to you. But the thing is, you need to get this as lower you can, or it will not work, and this as full as you can. I think this value is not enough. We should get more. It might work better if we get more here, more resistance here, but it works fine now. These are things what you can test out with your radio. All radios are different. You will test it your own radio, different values, what is working best. But this need to be full, and audio out from modem almost full, and you tune with this as low as you can go. If I put this to lowest setting, the audio will not, the volts will not enough from this, so I needed to amplify it a bit by turning this a bit. This is the waveform what it's supposed to have. This one down. You can also use an SDR. On my case, I have WebSDR.5, WebSDR Finnish, and it can be tuned with this. If I turn the bot, you will see. So this can be used. So that was from audio setting. And one more thing, you need to cut the leads from these leads need to be cut to not get anything in. Easiest way was just unsolder these two pins from here. These two pins unsolder. They are loose, like you see. They are not connected. I needed to unscrew this board off, and from other side I needed to take this off. And if you have those gaps there, my model didn't have those, but if you have them, you got to try different methods without them and with them. So that's one more thing, and you will find out only by unhooking this up and see. One other thing what need to be done, it's the frequency of the radio. It will find here a trimming place where you can see the frequency. On my case, the frequency is okay. So make sure the frequency of the radio is not on wrong place. Be sure you have that how it's supposed to be. If you have a measuring equipment, you will do that same time, of course, when you have it. So next thing, we are hooking up the oscilloscope to the audio line and see what voltage I have put there. This is a bit more challenging because I needed to put my phone someplace to get two hands. Okay, I'm going to measure now the Arduino pin, and Arduino pin will give this 1 volt. You will see here 1 volt here, and if I press PTT on the radio, you will see something like that. why it's not so good. Let's put more volts like that. Oh, the DMRR signal is there. It might be because the cap, but it should be something like this. 2 with static and 2 lower with it seems I get something not wanted here. So let's find out what's wrong. Okay, the problem was the ground wire of the oscilloscope was not placed correctly. So this is what you get. And be sure the radio is very far away from this. If I put the radio here, it will change it. So don't be close with the radio. Try to get the radio transmit power as lower is it possible. So that's one thing what need to be done. The audio is okay. You can try sweet spot that with that trim there. It's not so important where is it. You need to see the errors. So I will turn MMDVM host on. You will see like this, and I'm going to transmit on local like this. You need to take the radio very far away to get 0. Don't bring it closer. You can get this debug mode. You will get a lot better results with the debug mode. So all is on. Radio transmit is working. So I'm going to try to echo test. 1, 2, 3, olla 1. 1, 2, 3, olla 1. You will hear. 1, 2, 3, this is how it sounds like. It's supposed to be like that. So that is it. How did I connect the GM300 to old model? And be sure you will put a fan here, because this heatsink is too small. I have like 13-14 watts, 15 watts, not much, but it will need a heatsink, the fan for it. So be sure you will use that. So thanks for watching. This is Oscar Hotel 1 Echo, and this was my test of 2-meter radio connecting to MMDVM. I have been doing results like 10 kilometers. They are okay, but I still need more tuning on the receive side. I might be connecting the receive side at some point directly to the receiver system. It's this IC chip here. I'm going to try that at some point. It needs some modification as well. You can find those modifications on this CA6 Juliet Alpha Uniform YouTube videos. He has explained it in Spanish very carefully what you need to do and why it has been done. If you don't know Spanish, then well, you need to use translator or just look to semantics. You will understand what he is doing. If you know electronics, you will understand why he is doing and what he is doing. You actually don't need to listen. You need to see what he is doing, and you need to understand yourself why he is doing this. So that's it. It will work if you connect here the audio, but everything on maximum, it is not enough. It will work here, but on the if you go like 2 kilometers away, it will not work at all. On this way I can be working over 10 kilometers easily. Okay, thanks for watching again.